death.
Could be we're about to enter a loop.
And this looks like he's scared.
What is this paranoidness makes this time?
I think with good reason.
Well, maybe like an open door is better than a closed door. This is the bathroom. Someone's in that.
And then they should lock.
Yeah. Those are closed.
But I think the open, whether or not you have if you're in the bathroom, you should have the door closed. So people know not to come in. But if you're no one's in the bathroom, you should leave the door open so people know that they can go in the bathroom.
Or if you want to be a little pervy and have people walk in on you and you act surprised.
You should leave it open then too.
Yeah.
But, as like a universal sign, or not universal, but at least within our culture, a sign of whether or not it's okay to go in the bathroom, leave the door open when you're not in there, then people have to wonder at a closed door whether or not the bathroom is occupied.
Yeah. I stopped paying attention to you, but
that's fine. There's important things. You have to decide which door.
Yeah. So I think maybe 35 then.
David was thinking 35, put the doors open.
Look at his eyes looking down towards in these two frames. Yeah, that's not good. This is like a whole spectrum, but the crown is kind of in the middle.
No, it says the O door. 34 is death. And
because,
she thinks the furthest left figure looks like a corpse.
And she said that death is better.
But that doesn't necessarily relate to that door. They're looking at 35 in these two frames.
Well, we've been to 13, and look at the face above 13. Did that equate 13?
I think it kind of did. Sorry to editorialize, but that's kind of the face of...
So you do think that... No.
But I'm not Nelly.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if those guys were looking there, if those faces are any indicator for 35, then perhaps this face or this face would be an indicator for 34. And then it's restful, maybe it's sleeping arrangements. Now, one thing I noticed is this crown, if that was a clue, in these numbers, it's like kind of in the middle. And if we were to order the numbers of the rooms sequentially, 34 would be in the middle or would be in between 13 and 35. So you think that actually, if that was an indicator, that's one idea. It's a way to interpret that.
So what do you think of 34?
Based on that one clue. So there was clearly a number over the crown. Yeah. Right.
Unless it was made that way.
And we made that.
I see 34.
32. Or whoopie doke.
34 why?
Something about safety.
But is there something to the open door versus a closed door? You said something earlier about an open door is more
pervy.
Well, why are you going towards 34? That's just what I want to know.
I don't know.
If I thought about going toward 34 was if this crown was some kind of clue. It lies in between, in the middle of the numbers, and 34 is in between 13 and 35 if you were to order them.
Oh, I see. So you're saying, I see. So the crown is in between, in the middle of the numbers, and I get it. 34. A middle-class drawing room or parlor. It was amazing how much more comfortable they felt in these surroundings. Everyone sat down, some on the floor, and chatted about where they'd been and where they should go. Magpies, I said to myself, not a real button in their heads. They were so much at ease, they almost missed what the room was telling them altogether. They finally got the message, which I thought was pretty obvious, and we went on to...
Let's go to 25.
We ended up going to 25. We went to 27. We went back. We went to 18.
Oh, that's right.
We
didn't prove myself right, and then we went to 25. Yeah. So I guess 10.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Unless we want to go back to 25.
Well,
Did we open all the doors in 25?
Yes. No. I don't know.
We want to go back to 25?
Well, then we'd be going to 35 if we went to 25. Let's just go to 10.
Okay.
So we haven't been.
You're going to 10 because you just came for 25 and you want to go somewhere new.
I don't want to follow Mr. Pino.
Does everyone agree to that? Or
It would be fine with me if we went to 10.
Sarah? It seemed like you don't really agree. Don't move yet, David. Like,
No, I'm fine with. I don't know. 35 made me nervous, so
So yeah.
10. Maybe is. Magpies, not a real thought in your head. Jib, pine, compass. What do those things have to do with each other? Nothing. Magpies. Maybe.
Yeah.
10.
Let's do 10.
I wonder if that in 35, like he's like, maybe it's because he's going to die. Like, and the
like he was dead and then he woke up to die again.
oh no.
A room that smelled of paint. Faint voices, apparently in an argument, came from behind the locked door. Said one, that sounds like us in there. They tried the door, but naturally it wouldn't open. The voices stopped when the doorknob rattled. One picked up the umbrella. It may rain where we're going. I signaled my approval, and after a short rest, we came to...
Let's go to 41. Let's go to 40. We haven't been that high. No. Let's go to 41.
He talked about 40. That was on the very first page. It was 41.
Yeah, that's where I wanted to go. So let's go to this.
That's not where we wanted to go.
Yeah, well, the thing is about 41, 14 is their mirror. So,
Depending on the fair.
yeah.
Apparently, an argument. Not a lot more. Someone leaving. Jessica. Jessica.
Bull scare back. 75 3.
That's an interesting thought.
Why?
That's a
Because it's just...
it looks like someone came in and they just were like gonna slip out and then come back. They got their bags there and their umbrella. The bed's turned down. They're gonna just go and look in their closet and get their gym jams on. And then they're gonna come right back.
So we decided to go to 41?
That's where I would go if I was just gonna slip out and just check it out. Brush my teeth, get my gym jams,
See what's on?
come back and get back into bed.
Yeah.
I'm tired. I traveled. I'm tired. I want to sleep.
Oh, so you just arrived
In my four-poster bed.
Somebody turned back.
Oh, you're leaving.
Once you didn't have free left.
Or that's the
We were in
correct
an
sign
argument.
for making
They were
it.
leaving.
41?
40,
Yeah.
because that's where you... I missed the reason.
Gym jams.
Jim Jam.
Jim's jam.
Okay. 41,
That, right?
because
That's totally there.
It's-
Yeah. Well, I mean, David wants to go there, and I came up with something would work for me to go there that I couldn't quite see the same in 14.
a room with a special piece of furniture I thought might appeal to my guests. How can we trust that thing? One remarked. Who knows where it ends up? I knew naturally, but that wasn't the point. They were pretty sure of themselves and went right on to...
I'm going to go 35 because there's a ladder.
We kind of need to. We've already checked out all those other rooms, haven't we?
I don't think we've been to 38.
Once where we started.
Oh, but 38 does have a slide.
So we either go up or down.
Let's go up.
I just feel like we did 38, but I don't know if we did.
I don't think we did that.
38 doesn't sound...
We did 30?
We can stop it and go back to the recording.
30.
Let's do 35. That's what I say. Because it's up. It's a ladder.
Special piece of furniture. Built to guests. How can we trust that then? Who knows where it ends up? I'm not sure. I don't know. What would be inviting to a guest? A slide or a ladder?
A ladder?
Really?
Yeah.
They were pretty sure of themselves, so they would probably just go like, oh, what's this? It's cool. Let's go down this.
But
Like, what if I didn't see the slide?
it's just
You can't not see
Yeah,
it.
it's dangerous.
Like, fun, yay. It looks like a cute... Look, it's fun. Let's
No,
go.
see, look at that.
and that might indicate a trap.
Yeah, that's what it's. That's totally what's happening there. The fly is going to get eaten by the frog. That is a trap.
Mushrooms, mommy. Oof. This is very bad. Ladder.
The mushrooms indicate growth, like the beginning.
Those are cut off.
Like Shasta.
Right. The mushrooms aren't necessarily bad. It's just lifey.
Well, we
That might
definitely did the
indicate
one.
decay.
Kind.
That's decay.
No, that's one. It came from. We started in one. Let's do 35. I'm saying 35. I'm gonna run right up there.
Gotta wait for the group.
I'm gonna make my next room. She trying to that. I'm saying 38 is a trap. Look at
That might indicate a
Look
trap.
at that tiling.
But there's something
Totally.
about that language of like a special piece of furniture I thought might appeal to my guests.
But he doesn't want to help us.
How can we trust that thing? One remarked, and he's like,
Yeah,
and
wants to kill us.
then they're like kids. They're like, come on, let's go.
Or she.
You want to go up the ladder?
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe that old
And
man.
you decided that by a process of elimination, you eliminated the slide because of the lack of trust. 10 because you think you've been there, and 1 because you've been there.
I think, so 35, that old man's expression of such surprise and terror.
Oh, that was going to 35.
That was going to 30.
Yeah, no, this is
So
No, I think that he was like, "Oh, I found the exit." He was like, "I won." He was pleasantly surprised.
yeah.
The terror of dropping
like
is fear of
we're
failure.
gonna have the equal opportunity of being that.
35. Let's do it.
Yay. Well, it's going through a maze is scary. Like inherently, it's a scary experience. It's exciting, but
It's
it's
like life, you know.
It is.
Yeah. You never know what's going to happen.
Very scary.
You're just trying to survive.
just like mushrooms, right?
Just like taking mushrooms. I say 35. I'm all about this.
Yeah. She's doing like la 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 la.
Yeah, she's like pointing to her crazy eyes. Look at her crazy eyes. Look at that crazy eye. Look at his crazy eyes.
Yeah.
So he was talking about the eyes.
No cool end cupping. I don't know. Okay, so
Let's go. Let's go on.
35. 35. 35. What appeared to be someone's basement. One of them sank gratefully down on an old couch which promptly collapsed. I tried to hide my smile. A totem or tribal fetish, said one, walking around the center of the room. It could be a work of art, suggested another. Perhaps it's a signal to us, the thoughtful one said. A warning or direction. Not much help when there is only one way to go, put in another. I still think it's a signal. Yes, I said right away. I'm sure you're right. She was immediately suspicious. Still, With no real choice to make, we left the things standing alone in light and silence and went into...
Yeah, it's been our choice.
So that's like a place you lived, but you don't live there anymore.
Oh, well,
And we've been to...
we've been to 30.
David jumped ahead. We already moved to...
Yeah.
Okay.
So now 35. There's our chance.
Wait, we just came from...
We just did so these.
Yeah, no,
We've been in all these places.
We've been
Okay, wait, let's go. Let's
just failed.
stay calm. What was 3? Are there any rooms we didn't explore? We've been
to all these.
Well, what was on 3? I don't remember. Because we might be able to just get out of the loop on one of them. Maybe not.
We could go back to the first one and go to a different room.
We can't go. We can't.
We could go
back.
through, but
We can't get back from that.
well, eventually.
We have got to go down one of these doors. Let's go back to 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Where do you want to go?
81.
81. Yeah.
81.
81.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll read that as
Sounds-
18.
Oh, yeah, 18. I was like, all right, 81.
Oh, that's right. I didn't want to go down 8.
Oh, my God.
There's no 8.
I want 81. So we have to go 13.
You want to go back to
This is
13?
So
Or you want to go back to 3 and choose 81?
no, we can't.
Okay, 13.
18.
Okay. So 27. I think we ended up going back to. We went to 25 because 27 took us back to some.
Oh.
And 18 took you back.
25.
25.
We're arguing with a conservative, just circular logic here.
So 34. 34.
34.
We already did 34.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We're now back. I'm starting to sweat a little bit.
Wait, where are we? Okay, so we're 34 now?
10.
Ugh.
25.
25 is...
We went. Yeah. So 10. We went to 10.
So we're going to go 10 now?
We went to 10.
Oh, we didn't go to 34, right?
No, we did go to 34. We just went over 34. So
Ah.
there's 10. 14. We chose
Yeah, no.
41 last time.
We haven't been to 14.
one of the biggest rooms in the house. All 3 doorways were dark. Afraid to go out? I asked. Since they tried to think of themselves as adults, they didn't care for my question. Not really, said the thoughtful one, but that doesn't mean we have to go running around out there just to prove something to you. I knew she would bear watching. Choose then, I cried as if my feelings were hurt. Pay no attention to anything I say. I knew they couldn't afford not to listen to me entirely. They were so easily led. Turning around, the group took a path that completely surprised me after all, and I followed them to...
We've been to 10. Have we been to 24, 43? We haven't been to 43.
We have 43. We gotta go for it.
Yeah, 43. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, that's a bullseye. You're going to the right place.
Hit the bullseye.
Oh, there's the stairs. 38. This looks good. 22. We didn't go to 22.
Okay.
We went to 22.
Let me read my... A great hall dominated by the entrance to room 22. The face over the door had a sly look. Is it good or bad to have only 2 choices? They wanted to know. It was predictably enough neither good or bad. These people just didn't know how to phrase a meaningful question. You have to be very particular in this house. We went on to... 2?
So that one room, if we went up the ladder towards 38, will put us wherever that ladder is going down to. 1, 2,
With the big horn.
with
Or bell ringing. Current. I say 38.
Why?
Because it seems like the worst idea. And I think that means that we're on the right track.
Did we do 38 before?
I don't...
We didn't. We went, did we go? No, maybe we did go.
I thought we did 38.
And didn't go down the slide. And the slide was,
The slide was 38?
no, the ladder was 38.
The ladder was 35.
Yeah, the ladder's 35.
Yeah, we
So
didn't.
38 was the slide.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's go work.
Now you know.
This is,
You know, you wanted to go flatter.
It did not.
You did.
Peek. I feel like that's enlightenment over there. Like this horn and...
So 38.
Why?
Because I think that it's giving yourself off as the worst idea. So I think that's why it's the best.
This one says neither good nor bad.
Yeah, but see, they're in quotes.
Cause go with Philpar.
Going to 38?
I can see that.
We agree to 38 because it looks like the worst idea.
Because he is 22 could be office. It's office brand. Napkins.
Oh, I'm fancy.
Like 22 is trying to trick you. 38 is,
yeah,
honestly bad.
Yeah. Right.
When did we hear that before?
Now it's gotten us this far.
Keep...
Ellie's saying words.
Convince us.
Trap. Trap. Trap.
Ellie's pointing to the part sign and saying trap.
Trap. Keep your mouth.
He's
What do you say?
out to the ladder and saying the trap.
Trap.
Part trap.
Trap.
So the trap feels closer to this.
Breathing arrow down.
Part read backwards.
Oh.
Trap. It's a trap.
Well, then keep. Yeah.
But are they talking about that or
Keep yourself trap. Trap yourself keep.
trap yourself?
Trap self. Keep. Plus. Statistically. I'm never been more sure of anything else.
Okay. Ellie, do you agree to 38 as David's assurances? Or
Well,
Despite that.
I'm not sure. So I mean, who would make warning us that that was a trap? Had they been down there? If it's a trap, how do they get out?
Yeah.
Or is
And then he really is what was that part.
so what do you think, Sarah? You want to go 38 or 22? I feel like Nellie's leaning towards 22. David maybe is thinking about 38.
I was thinking of 38 after the fact because that 22, what do you think about this trumpet or whatever that is? It's very kind of looks to you like a giant bell.
Yes.
I like that it says yourself.
It seems bad.
Without those yourself, but we're not by ourselves.
So where would
You didn't want to go down that slide. And that was 38. So,
from that or
but you had a bad feeling about.
I don't like frauds.
There's got to be more clues than we're seeing. selfless.
Nellie got the word selfless out of the word self. By reading it one way and then reading it backwards.
Whatever y'all want to do is fine.
Nellie's given up.
Because I don't know.
She doesn't know.
38.
David says 38. Sarah, do you second that? Nellie's abstaining.
I feel like originally this choice wouldn't have even been there.
But we made it a choice.
It's now a choice. Someone has been here to assist us in this.
So Sarah is saying 38 wasn't there originally as a choice.
Or are they assisting?
Or are they
Are they
assisting?
They might not.
They put their ladder down. Did it go okay? There is some light down there, right?
Yeah,
That's kind of something. It's shaded. It's not just darkness. It's like there is something down there. It can't be total darkness.
There's an arrow.
38. Okay.
that.
All right.
A narrow space where one wall boasted half-finished carvings and another some sort of carnival poster. There was a little confusion as we made our entrance, but we soon sorted ourselves out. It was impossible to climb up the slippery slide, and another door wouldn't open for us. So after emptying the pebbles from our shoes, we marched on to...
We've never been to 40.
I don't know if we've been to any of these.
No, we haven't been to 22. We've been to 43.
Okay. So I say 22.
It
wasn't 22 what we were just
was in front of that big.
That's where we just were.
Yeah, that seems the best idea.
Because 40 is like it was carved out of the existing brick. Or that the brick was built around this older place.
The shoe doesn't look good. Someone went in there and the roof and the walls fell down on them and the shoe came out. They're just buried in the rubble in there.
So 22?
See, it's pointing at his nose. Follow your nose. See, go straight ahead.
This has eyes. See? These don't.
It also has a nose. It's
Yeah, it's monkey though.
see, but see with your nose.
See, and then there's a
I
nose.
hate monkeys. Dude. I think 22. That's what I'm gonna say because it's the least. It's like the intimate choice. It's hidden away. Now it's like people that are really poor, but don't want to be in the spotlight. Don't want them to see how they have cleared their heart of all the BS. Yeah. We've seen so yeah. So 22. It's my arguments.
I'm hearing that.
Yeah.
How would you be following your nose, seeing with your nose to take you to 22? What if this is made of soap? You can smell soap. It's a soap sculpture. That's what soap looks like. Soap is smelly.
What breaks? Yeah.
We go straight forward into the soap.
Yeah. See, only monkeys would go that way.
And they're way into preening. They love a bar of soap.
Yeah. Yeah, they're like primitive.
I feel like there would be air coming out of this tunnel. Like that maybe there is a cell to it. I feel like there would be a draft or something.
Yeah.
But
Totes. But then there's this gun up here, which he could have got killed with when he went in there.
God.
Or it's a key. It's a key broken out, but it's also a machine gun.
Oh, I thought it was a gun too. I thought it was a gun.
It's not great at all.
All right, so Nellie thinks 40 because it's made out of soap, and David thinks 22 because he thinks you could have a great relationship with it. And Sarah, what are you thinking?
Tiebreaker. You can pick love or cleanliness.
Can't I have both?
No.
Well, originally I was leaning towards 40 because of this figure having
Fine.
eyes and a nose and this side.
Oh, go with.
But there's 22 was. I don't like the tiebreaker.
Deal.
Yes. And another open. Entering pebbles we marched onto. We don't know that we can open this door. We couldn't climb the slide. It's open.
It's a monkey. Monkey. But he's gonna get broken. And then he's gonna face a machine gun.
So we don't want to go down 40 because that means.
Oh, you're saying Nellie?
I just liked to follow my nose into the soap. But that's all I got, really.
So Nellie's still going with
I mean, there's this clear arrow.
C or
This looks
E
very
very pebbly to me, and we emptied the pebbles from our shoes.
So which
We
way?
emptied pebbles from our shoes, and this seems very pebbly.
So does that mean you want to go that way or you don't want to go that way, Sarah? What you said about the pebbles. All right. 22?
Yeah.
Okay, Paul, let's go to two. Yeah.
A gaudy room that reminded me of a theatrical backdrop. Places like this are overdone for my taste, but some people like the exotic. Well, everyone is a critic. It's true. I'm by nature extremely critical. Although my life is a lonely one, I have not spared any of my guests the rigor of my judgment. We all have our roles to play. This is not a bad place, really. One could spend quite some time here. However, in their restive way, the group moved on to...
We've been to 43, and
Have we been with her?
yeah, I thought we went to 38, right? That was the,
We were at 43.
our 38 was the slot.
We didn't go down the
We went to the ladder, which was
Great. So let's...
We did go to 20.
Well, I know, yeah. I know we've been to 20.
Let's go to 43.
Yeah, let's go to 43. Yeah. We're in a stupid
I'm
circle. 40. Let's do 22 again. Or, no?
Maybe you went ahead more for
That's...
This is something bad.
So if we go to 22, then we can go to 40, right?
38, you can go to 40.
We gotta go to 40. Okay.
All right, we're going to go to 40.
Follow your nose to the soap. The foundation of the maze. Deep underground stones had been carved and fitted. Passages opened in the natural rock. These symbols are quite unusual, said one. They seem to be primitive signs. Do you know what signs? I asked him. Oh, you know, wind and water, hills and planets. It was surprising that he could identify any of the symbols, but I was relieved that he couldn't read them correctly. Choosing more or less at random, they went through a passageway to...
I say 11. Because I feel like if this is the foundation, let's stay on the same level. It's like,
going up.
yeah. I feel like we're at that. This is primal.
I like that 11 looks like sticks, and all these signs look like they were composed of mostly sticks.
Yeah. So I think 11. Because we've been to 38.
All right, Sarah, do you agree? Seems like your two partners are both leaning towards 11. And trying to dissuade them?
You can't really see where's anything about 11, whereas 6 looks like a more established pathway. Maybe I'd go to an older place, and we've been to 38, so let's try 11.
Yeah.
Okay, 11.
Oh, 11.
An airy room with many doors. It was a big space, but I still felt crowded. I've always hated confinement. Whatever you do, I warned them, don't touch that. This must be an important room, said one of them. It has more doors than any of the others. This was not true, but I didn't want to interrupt. With so many paths crossing here, we must be close to the center, she continued. I had noticed this guest before. I would have to be careful. This is an important choice, I said, trying to encourage them. Gratefully leaving the room behind, we walked all the way to...
I say 40.
Should we go back to 40 and choose 6? Because oh, was that where we were? Let's go to 6. Okay. So if that's the page we were just on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
so let's go to 6. We haven't seen 6 before.
This is 6.
Which is...
a gloomy, cave-like place far underground. Even I was impressed by the weight that hung over our heads. A very small hole high above emitted a feeble light. Standing in the light, one of them put his hand out. I think it may be raining out there. They didn't like the look of the place. You continue to judge everything by the way it looks, I cried, exasperated by their timidity. I knew I shouldn't have said anything. If you think of all the deceptions practiced in my family, particularly on my father, we went down the only way open to us and came to
40. Was there anything in 38 that we didn't do?
I don't remember.
Let's try 38. Because I thought...
It does look more primitive the way 38 is written.
Okay, did we do 40?
That's true.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I know we've been there.
43 we've been to.
There. Mm-hmm.
Well, let's see what 43 is. Well,
What? Let me see. Went back to 43.
yeah. No. That's 22. That. Oh.
Stuck.
I wouldn't have this stuck.
Oh, yeah. I
should all be coming together.
Right. Okay, so we're here.
38 or 43.
That might have been back.
I don't remember. What was 43?
Let's go back to 43.
43 is the one with 38 and 22 is your...
Okay, and then this is 43. So let's go to 38.
38.
Okay. Now let's go to 22.
Okay.
It's right there.
No, that was 40. Let's go to 40.
Okay.
Let's go to 11. Okay. Wait, we did 11. We did 24. Let's go to 24. We didn't, I don't remember 24.
Okay. A place of unlimited darkness.
Oh.
Where are the doors? They asked nervously. We can't see any doors. Be careful where you step, said a cold voice. This spot, naked dozens of eyes, blinked at us in the Stygian gloom. By the time my uncertain visitors turned to ask me what to do, I was already far away. There are no doors, said the voice. You are here with the rest of us now. Even my bellowing laughter couldn't fill this space.
We were stuck at that point. Right?
Yeah. I knew we should have followed story.
We didn't go with my initial. I wanted the draw. Yeah, do the.
That was the drum story.
No, you wanted to go to Fable.
No.
You said Fable was better than story.
I don't like elegance. We were class.
All right.
Did we at least last a while?
Yeah, that lasted a while.
We went to a lot of places.
Yeah, you saw a lot of the maze. How did you feel?
I felt like it was either such a complex layer of clues to make sense that I don't know how easy it'd be to do it the first time around, or it was just arbitrary. Because every time I'd go back to like our previous selection when we had that option, I looked at the clues to that room and they didn't seem to relate to anything. So I don't know. But
You felt it was either too complex or arbitrary.
that would be my guess, or too complex for me.
Right.
Well, I'll say
That's always a possibility.
challenging.
It is challenging. Definitely.
It would be challenging if it were arbitrary.
Yes, it would be. It would be. But there are reasons to choose one door over another, and there are answers.
Well, I gave the best reasons to choose.
Even that's a reason, but for a good reason for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about you there? How it does that?
I felt, at times I felt like I had to be a tiebreaker, and I might not necessarily agree with either one, but I still had to be a tiebreaker. So
Instead of
like, yeah, but it's hard for me to articulate my thoughts. I might have like just a natural intuition towards one versus the other, and maybe the clues don't really point to that, but I don't know.
Well, I think you can go through the maze intuitively and do well, because I think some of the clues work on that level. And so that might have worked. You could have just said, because that's basically how David was doing it, pretty intuitively.
You could talk about the feng shui in the room and like where the flow is. I'm flowing out door number 3. I feel myself getting pulled that way.
So have you solved that?
I have not entirely know. I mean, I know how to get to the center of back, but there's the trick is to figure out why.
Yeah.
For each of the rooms. And yeah, since I work with a group, I don't really know what I've actually come up with and what other people come. It's kind of the shared experience. Nellie, was it hard for you not to tell them? Because Nellie ended up in 24 before, which is.
I knew.
Did you remember that?
But the first time we encountered 24, that room where you have the table legs and the paper clip.
Oh yeah,
that is on a string. That's actually coming out of 24. Well, last time when we chose 24, I felt like when we chose it, a part of me knew it was the wrong decision. Something about the paper clip and the string was like, you're going to be electrocuted or something. I don't know. The lights are out in there. I had a bad feeling about it even as we chose it. And so it was easy. It was easy to honestly say, let's go in the middle door. If that makes sense. It was easy to honestly avoid 24 this time. And then
in 11,
we encountered it again.
11 was when it was again, and it seemed like everyone was just like, let's go to 40. What was your thinking that there was really no debate there?
I thought we hadn't been before. Okay. I was totally lost.
I thought that we had already been through all those rooms and kept looping through the same few rooms, and then
Maybe
the only option I saw that we hadn't been to was 24.
At that point, but the first time you went in there, you guys didn't spend any time on that room. You were just like, let's go to 40 and moved off.
Yeah.
I was just wondering about that.
Was that the room with the paper clip?
No, this was the room that you actually ended up going into 24 from, which is the room of darkness.
Okay.
The first time you went in there, room 11. You didn't spend any time. You just like, let's go to 40. I was just wondering what was going through your heads at that moment.
Oh. Well, I just instinctively.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but that was the one time where you would instinctively. You always pick the room right away, right?
Yeah.
But they all went with you.
Well, I just didn't say anything because what
you
did I say?
Because you knew.
I was like, I didn't want to like change our course, and at the same time, it wasn't going to lead us into 24. So I just didn't say anything.
Yeah, that's fine. So then, Sarah, why did you go with 40 there?
I think that we just bypassed this really quickly.
Yeah.
I didn't really feel like, no, wait, stop. I honestly didn't really even focus on this room.
Yeah.
I felt like he said 40, and maybe at that point I was thinking maybe that would have been, but
Just kind of all happened.
yeah. So that would have taken
So is 24 the only bad room?
I mean, depends on what you mean by good or bad.
Like is that the room where you definitely in?
Well,
it is
like,
a room.
since you're a visitor, I don't think I should tell you that.
Okay.
But now Sarah's just flipping the pages. What's going on, Sarah?
I just wanted to see the last page. I feel like we went through so much of this
Yeah, you saw a lot of the night.
maze, and I was like, yeah.
You got to get on the path to the center to see kind of more unique room.
Right.
Look at that.
I wonder if you get on the correct path, are you going to pass through any of the rooms we just were in? Because it feels like we exhausted every door. Feels like we really can't start out at Fable. If we do this again, we really can't go down.
Yeah, I was over that.
We didn't go through every Fable.
I wanted to. Well, I wanted to start with that. It was kind of a question. Although there was that choice.
You can look at Fable right now if you wonder. Or, look at this too, because there's some here that you didn't.
There was that
go to
one where
26.
we didn't go down the apple path. And there was an apple. But didn't we start this street out? We started up here. That was my initial one.
With the camera over here so they can see what you're doing.
Well, because that was Fable. And so 38 so nothing. We went to 30s. We didn't go to 30, right?
No, we went to 30 at some point.
Did we?
Exactly. Let's see. No, we didn't.
Nope.
What was 27? Did we go to 27 after? Yeah, we did. Okay. So on the stage, we could have gone 30. That's 30. Oh, we did do 33. We did not do 30. And that was the most obvious initial one that you thought, because there was nothing obstructing the time. That was the one, but very left. We looked at that page for a while. Mm-hmm.